So I did a thing, and I brought DRIF6. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me because it's fucking loud. It's so loud. It's like ridiculously loud. Okay, so I brought DRIF6. And you probably don't remember the car. A lot of people think it got crushed or it disappeared. So it started life as like one of the pre-production F6s. Basically what they took to Alice Springs and towed weight round with and did high speed stuff, temperature stuff. It even did the kangaroo crash test, I'm pretty sure, at one point. And then in 2006, Ford got together at like a Christmas thing and built DRIF6 as a bit of a showcase for things that they can do that they couldn't normally do. Ended up doing Drift Australia, and it's really cool. It's got a custom inlet manifold, like an air intake, heaps of different stuff, suspension, braces, all sorts of bits and pieces underneath the car. I'm not sure the year, maybe like 2008, I'd have to look it up, but Warren Luff crashed it, hit a wall, and when he hit the wall, Ford fixed it and then put it in the museum, and that's where it sat for a while. After the Ford Museum, Prodrive announced it split from Ford in like 2012, and they took assets, including this, back to the UK. And I'm not sure what it was up to in the UK, but it was there for a while, and they donated it to Mission Motorsport, which is like a car club. I don't actually know, maybe cut it out. They donated it to like a car club, Mission Motorsport, which did like a lot of stuff with like war vets and stuff like that, like charity drives and things, track days. And a friend of mine, Tyler in New Zealand, found it and purchased it. And yeah, he purchased it from the UK, brought it back home to NZ, and then he's had it there for about 5 years and contacted me, told me he was going to sell it, and I had to jump on it, man. Like when this car came out, I was like 17, and I remember reading every book, thinking it was the coolest thing, and I had to have it. You know, like what a dream. Like I know it's a BA Falcon, right? But like I never would have thought I'd be able to get my hands on this thing, and now I've got it. So basically the plan is to just restore it. I'm going to put all the livery back on it, we're going to clean the paint up, and we're going to do some Maxx Performance changes. We're going to bring it into 24. We're going to put E85 in it. We'll do a surge tank injectors, a map sensor. We'll tune it with a multi-tune with PCM tech. We'll change the intercooler, but we're going to keep the plenum and the intercooler pipes all as they were. I may pull the motor out and check what's going on. I highly doubt it's even got oil pump gears, being that it was done back then by Ford. Look, there's a few rumours going around that it did get a built motor put in it, and there was, I think possibly CMS had something to do with the tune that's in it. But looking at it quickly, like it's got Ford injectors in it. It's not really set up to have big boost. And being that it's got a side pipe and an intercooler and a short air intake, I'm sure it overboosts like hell because it'll have a stock flap and a stock actuator on it. So I'm pretty keen to put it on the dyno and just see what actually happens. But yeah, I brought DRIF6. I'm pretty pumped. It's going to be a bit of time to get it cleaned up and back to where I want it. But yeah, I'm not going to do a YouTube series on this car. I'm not going to do every little thing. I just want to tinker on this at home in my time. This is kind of like a me project that I'd love to get it done for the All Ford Day next year and get it to Geelong. That's kind of my goal. And then yeah, I'll do some track days, even just some Sandown track days and stuff. I may get it down to like keep it right and slide it around, have some fun with it. It's been a long time since I've slid a car around, but I mean, that's what it was built to do, right? I've already had a few of the guys we use jump on board. So Shockworks have jumped on board and hooked us up with a set of drift coilovers. Delta Auto Works has given us all the billet rear arms and braces for the back of this thing, which is awesome. Injectors Online, 1650s, Marlboro pumps. Process West with their twin pump surge and their stage 3 BABF cooler. Basically just all the good parts that we use I'm putting into it. I'm just going to leave the stock turbo and max it out, sort of make 440 kilowatts of the wheels on the 85. We got yours. because I think these are made of wood and they've gone all fucked in the weather. I think it was supposed to get crushed after the whole thing, so we'll make some aluminium ones up. And this sticker, this was me covering the plate because I don't know, I didn't want it coming into the country and then they crack the shits, because it's got a plate that says it's supposed to be destroyed and crushed, not sold. And you never know who's going to see that and have a bad time. Done. Yes, apart from the wood, I got to fix the wood. Paint the mirror. Dent on the guard. I'm pretty much going to take it to Tom at Atomic Automotive, and he's going to redo the bonnet because it's a bit faded and shit. We're going to have to touch it up here and there. Get the wheels done, the brakes painted. A little bit of clear. I'm not going to go spastic with it because I want to keep it what it was. But we're going to do a livery again and get it all back to how it looked before. Sensor. Like, check all the touch up out. Weird. Door handle should be red. Mirror's scratched. Thanks, Warren Luff. So yeah, Luffy hit the wall and I think that's why that's still scratched. And then they fixed it, but this guard's kind of pinky, so it's probably going to be done. And you can see where it's been fixed because it slapped the wall. But that's part of the car, I guess, so we're going to leave it. Inside, signatures on the dash, I think Luffy and maybe Russell Ingle or Frosty, I don't know. We'll work that out. The nickname they gave the car is pretty cool. Sheila. That was us. So it's missing a few bits, so someone's taken the dash spares and the vents and shit out of the bonnet. The ICC is no longer what it was. But I've brought all that stuff to put it back to how it should be. Bit of cleaning up here and there. So this had a pretty cool note on it. Actually, the date's still there. 0305 maybe? 15th 0305. I had a little note saying that it was, you know, security turned off. Something about Prodrive engineer or some shit on it. That was it. But when they've washed it to clean it for customs, it's got blown off, which is kind of disappointing because it was kind of a big part of it. For me anyway, to have it there. But oh well. Maybe I'll just put a Heltec there now. No, not really. Not gonna do it. Yes, mate. So technically driving it on the road before it says not to. Oh well. That's still got OBD, that's good. Isolator. So this will be interesting because it's a bit of no one really knows who tuned it. Apparently Ford, or the magazines say Prodrive engineers, and then some people say CMS had something to do with it, so it's kind of an unknown. Whether it's a stock motor or a built motor, that's the other one. So do the old recovery read with PCM Tech. It's gonna be good. I don't know whether to remove this roof lighting or get it fixed. I kind of just feel like fucking it off. Give you more room, but it did have it. If we're restoring it, we probably should, you know. How's this though? Fuck yeah. It's gonna be party lights running off it. So I guess we'll never know who actually tuned it unless someone out there does know and they can let me know who it was. Be interesting. I've also got all the FPV ICC and stuff to go back in it. So it should be silver. Someone's clearly swapped that out for a territory one. And the dash spares are all missing. I brought all that. So I should have it looking pretty good. DRIF6 base read. Come on, mate, let me have a look, please. Oh, we're in, but we're not going to be able to see what's different because, yeah, so it's definitely been flashed by a shop or something, I reckon. I mean, it's hard to know because you don't know what Ford. A lot of it's kind of stock. We need to fix this. So it's like, it's got no VIN in it because it's been flashed some weird way. With security off, I think. So we need to repair the strategy so we can see what's different to stock and what's not. Alright, I'll leave that for a minute.
Look at them, they're not factory brackets.
No, I get that. Because the bottom.
No, that's the cooler I had always. See the braces from the bottom? They were always on it. I'm telling you, right, it never had another cooler on it.
Frame, I didn't say that.
Yeah, it never had another cooler on it. That's it.
And they cut open that thing for air.
Yeah. Maximum performance, mate.
Hey, still got factory boost control.
It does. No boost T.
Haven't touched it.
Oh,
What?
no,
You can't say. Check this out. It's still got the fucking. Wait for it. It's got tilt seats.
It's so,
Yeah. Very race.
so really tighten your fucking 4-point.
That's the best thing.
Oh, it's cool.
Apparently, it's had a couple of motors in it. Nah. Well, this is the thing.
Well, look at the tuner. Of course, had a couple of motors.
Correct.
It's probably got one of those factory forged gassies.
No. They went around there.
Gassy. Imagine Ford were onto it. It's a gassy with 16 degrees and 30 pounds.
I wonder what boosters actually get. We've got a dyno it to know.
It's got a dump pipe and a cooler in it. It's going to have heaps.
Yeah. Cooler, short intake, straight through exhaust, and asking for heaps of
The
boost.
only thing that'll be slowing it down is this crinkle pipe would be a massive
What do
restriction.
you mean? That's
No.
the final boss.
It's technology.
It's the BA mod kit. It's got the 600 by 300. It's got the crinkle pipe, the pod filter.
This is what I deal with.
I pray for you. Needs a windscreen.
Yeah, I'm gonna put one of those UV tinted ones in so it looks fucking sick. I'm gonna get PDR guy out to fix a few things.
Hey Zane, they're nearly original tyres, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're 05.
Yeah, and they're the front, so I've worked it out. They've put the backs on the front, so they've fucked it up because the offset's on the front but not the back. So you can see the wheel, so see the depth there, and then the depth
Oh, so
here.
they didn't put the four
Nah, see
big
the
offset
depth
ones
there?
on it? Yeah.
So they're rear tyres, so that's why they're... Oh, that's actually an SP as well. That's got a Ford centre cap. It's alright. I've got brand new ones there that I bought today. Very good.
The pedals straight from Autobahn.
I did notice that.
I reckon just fucking run it up, see what it does.
Yeah, right.
Put a fuel filter in it and then run it up.
Fuel filter looks brand new.
Run it
See
up.
from this side.
Yeah, mate. No gambles, mate.
Oh, it's got shockworks. Holy fuck. Yeah,
Held that.
that's quality, you wouldn't understand. Stock tail sharp. Centre bearings flogged. Standard Falcon. How much damage is here from Luffy? Actually doesn't look that bad. Expected worse. How's the centre bearing? It's fucking beautiful. Yeah, these are steel, man, aren't they? Oh, I feel like rubber and they're just like a steel insert, I reckon. The Shelby sway bar's pretty sick. And they're massive. How good's this? Very good. Oh, it's got the helper spring on top, mate.
Oh, and they've just, yeah, they're very...
Cool. These are cool. These are different. It's like a tie down point, but it's like a brace, goes from the blade arm around to the shock. We'll keep them with the shock works when they go in. For sure. It's actually not like a rusty piece of shit. Like, this is pretty rusty, but apart from that, it's not that bad considering it's been all over the place.
Yeah, well, they're just stint in the UK. So every car in the UK...
It went to
surface
China
rusts a bit
too.
China.
Interesting to know how they installed aftermarket fuel pumps back in the day.
Yeah. Rotors are rusty as fuck. Sorry, we'll change that. It's not that much different on here, really. Gearbox. Sump looks to be sealed factory-ish, I suppose. Head gasket stuff.
Yeah, I'd say it would be.
I reckon it's a stocky.
There's not much splurge over the side.
I don't think it was ever built like they said.
Turbo's been off.
Well, it's probably because it had like
Is
four
that lower
motors.
drain?
It's got a camber kit in it too. At the top. Hey?
That's a lot of shit.
Yeah, we'll take them out. Imagine the fucking camber it would have. It's probably because that side's all pressed in from Luffy, the
That upper arm.
race car driver.
We got new uprights. Like,
Yeah, that area.
everything's actually dry, which is uncommon for a Falcon.
Yeah, true.
No rear main.
Yeah, it is round. It's just caved in like fuck.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that. We're going to do it out of 3.5 inch oval pipe. So it sits up neater and it doesn't end up crushed and fucked like that. I like these. These are like my favourite thing. I wonder if that was just a Ford thing for like tie down and transport in containers, or
It seems
it's a bit
like-
excessive.
Seems like a lot of effort. Just
Like they could have just tied it down around the arms like a normal person or through the wheels.
If no one's ever seen that before, I would say it's a one-off.
I've never seen it. Looked under a lot of Falcons.
But then they paired it with factory bushes.
But I don't
so it's quite
reckon
interesting.
there was really an option back then.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of effort to make that. Like it's spaced and it's
Modified.
I wonder how the clutch is gonna go. Let's get it off, get on the dyno. Yeah? Sick. Cylinder 3.73. Almost done. Yeah, mate. No, not really. That's that. Sensor on. Bit of emission. So I'm pretty confident that it's going to be overboosting and lean because it's got like straight through exhaust, big cooler, big plenum, like a turbo side intake, and I guarantee it's got a stock flap. It's just going to overboost, it's going to run away, guaranteed. And it doesn't have the fuel to do it. So I reckon we're going to be shutting this down early because it's going to be lean and overboosting. But I might be wrong and it might surprise us. We'll see. It must have a flap.
Yeah, it's the flap.
It's 12 pound.
Fuel was still the iffy part.
Broke down a little bit up top. Yeah, it actually had more fuel than I thought and better boost control. So maybe it's got a flap. We won't know until we pull it apart. But it's actually making less power than I thought it would. But it's kind of right. They claim 380-ish flywheel. So I got out because it had a bit of a misfire and carry on. But also the fuel did jump up. So I don't know what's going on. We will have to suss. But that's it. Now we're going to pull it apart and clean it up. It's going to get paint, stickers, motors coming out. We'll see what's going on there. It's getting a tail shaft, shock works, all the arms, fuel system upgrade, process burst cooler. Like I said, we're not going to do videos on this. This is just something for me. I'll do another video, but it's not going to be updates. We're not going to film everything we do to it. I will chuck stuff up on social, so you'll see it come together and become what it was, really. That's the plan. Yeah, that's it.